the pharmaceutical
Pharmaceutical
industry.
Industries.
Hi everyone, I am Dr. Uma.
And I'm Dr. Avani.
So, as promised, we are here with part 2.
Yes. So, Uma, in our last video, we discussed about the academic and teaching, as well as we talk about the hospital and clinical based role.
Right. And a lot of people are messaging us asking about the research and development domain and also about the pharmaceutical industry.
Okay, so Uma, suppose if someone loves about the research and development and clinical trials and data analysis, then MD pharmacology, after doing it, there are any kind of role.
Good question. So, for the entry point, usually clinical research associate is the post. You are basically monitoring the clinical trials, making sure everything follows the protocol.
Okay. What about the designing rather than just clinical trial?
Okay, for that matter, you can also go for a clinical research scientist. Here, you can also design your own clinical trials, analyze the data, and decide whether the new molecule is ready to go forward or not.
Okay, and also there is a PKPD scientist, right? So
Yeah, I have heard
yeah,
about PKPD
yeah.
scientists
So
role
there
as
is
well.
basically pharmacokinetic and pharmacodynamic scientists, and they work on the dose monitoring as well as the bioavailability and interactions, right? So
Right.
this is a technical job, right?
Yeah, but
But it is very super important.
right. So, one of the most in demand roles is medical science liaison. Here, you are basically bridging the gap between the pharma industries and the consultants. You explain the trial results, clarify their doubts, and also support the clinical practice with evidences.
So this is a kind of bridge between the
Yeah,
consultant as well as the
as well as the company.
pharmaceutical
Yeah.
industry. Correct.
So we just talked about the research and development thing.
Right.
Now let's jump back to the most demanding job opportunity after MD pharmacology, that is the pharmaceutical industry. Yes. So many people ask me this question these days, that can we directly jump after completing our MD? What's your take on this?
Yes, I think the pharma industry is a widest career ever, and
Right.
you can directly jump into that. So you can start your career in MD pharma. Pharma industry is a wider option, right? They provide so many posts. So you can start your career as a medical advisor, and from the name onward, you can say they supporting the product development, also the launches and the scientific inputs.
Right. And what about the regulatory jobs? Like I have heard they are in demand globally as well.
Yes, there is a regulatory affairs specialist. They deal with the FDA, DCGI, also the EMA approvals, and this is the highly responsible job as well as they are highly rewarding.
Okay. What is this FDA and CGI?
I knew this was coming next. So basically, US FDA, this is United States Food and Drug Administration, as well as EMA, that is a European Medicine Agency, and DCGI, this is Controller General of India, basically for the India. So these are the federal agencies, and they protecting the public health by the ensuring the safety, connections, and so on.
Okay, nice. This
So
is
the
very
approval is needed for that.
okay. You need to get an approval
Yes,
first
from
before
this.
entering.
Yes,
Nice. And also, there are medical affair managers. They handle the strategies for the drug promotion, training the sales team, generating the real world evidence, and plus pharmacovigilance officers.
correct.
Yeah, in the last time also we talked about pharmacovigilance.
Yes, correct.
What they
In a
have to
hospital,
yeah, in hospital settings as well.
correct.
What they have to do is uh, focus on the drug safety and reporting the ADRs, that is adverse drug reactions.
Yes, and last time we talked about this role in hospital
Yeah, and clinical
setups,
setups
right?
as well.
Yes, and there also the same role, the
Yeah,
same work duty
same
they
work.
have to
Yeah.
do, right? And also there are some medical writers. Don't
Yeah,
forget
don't-
that. Right. So many friends of us they are doing. They are
Yeah.
writing the protocols as
They
well
can
as
help in writing the clinical protocol things, publishing the
yes,
publications,
publications and
and
regulatory
also,
documents also.
yeah,
And
many pharmacologists even freelance in this career, and it's very in demand these days.
yes, in AI generated era, right?
Right. And for people with a business interest, combining with MBA, they can also get jobs like product manager, where you lead the marketing brand strategy for pharma products.
So you mean to say they get into the marketing also, right?
Yeah,
So corporate job kind
yes,
of.
definitely. After doing the MBA thing, you can also get into the pharmaceutical industry as a product manager.
Okay, so you mean to say whether you passionate about the trials and data analysis, or you yourself as see in the pharma industry. So MD pharmacology is open for both, right?
Definitely. And not just these. And these are not just limited to India. With the right certifications like ICH, GCP, or Pharmacovigilance training, you can work with global pharma industries abroad as well.
So what's this GCH? Sorry, ICG. Sorry.
Okay.
So what's this ICH and GCP? I never, I guess, heard.
Yeah, okay, let me explain. So, this is International Council for Harmonization, Good Clinical Practice.
So basically, these are the good clinical practice.
Yeah, these are some certifications which are required if you want to work abroad. So, why it matters if you plan to enter the clinical research, pharmacovigilance, or pharma industries? Most of the companies require these kind of certifications. If it shows that how well you run or can monitor the clinical trials ethically and scientifically.
Okay, so we mentioned pharmacovigilance and clinical
Trial,
trials, protocols, pharma
everything.
industry, and
Yes,
everywhere, right?
yes.
So,
So, this was our part 2
two
on the series of Scope after
after
MD
MD
Pharmacology.
pharmacology.
Some more interesting opportunities also there.
And we are covering up in next video.
So, stay
Stay
tuned
tuned
for
for part
part 3.
3.
Don't forget to like,
Like,
share,
share, and
and subscribe.
subscribe. Thank you.